Hi there friends and welcome to episode 33 of my Krastorio and space exploration playthrough series. I'm Icon and today I won't be finishing yellow tech cards for sure, but I will start the process. If I'm able to finish that in 30 minutes, I'm gonna be so proud of myself, but I surely don't expect that of me. So I already prepared a lot of things up before starting to record the session, but at this point I was like, it's enough of the preparations, let's roll this on camera, because, you know, I prepared like, I don't know, 2 hours or such before I started recording. A lot of things have been done. So what I did was removing the basic tech card facility completely, because it became redundant. We don't need those anymore. Also, I whipped up a small connection here between, where was it? Here. Between my raw rare metals here and all the way over here to my research facility, because we're gonna need rare metals for in the process too. And I think I prepared this wonderful array here. These accumulators will be all it takes to soak up the solar energy beam hitting us in less than 6 hours. I had to prepare that simply, so long story short, this little array here is producing the remaining accumulators, and once I install it, I'm going to do the calculations with you friends and explain how I hope it'll work. So let's get back to this monster. Our production facility here will be needing 4 different ingredients. These 2 ingredients will be pretty easy to be acquired. Blue cards and low density structures are just a pain. So we're gonna start with the low density structures because that's gonna be the most massive array to produce. And I think once I got this down, I will also have a pretty good idea and impression of how things should work. So what was really cool was when I dismantled the basic tech card facility, it left me with an open water pipe, which I can now use for my oil refining adventures. Really made me happy when I noticed that. So we're gonna create another big array of oil refineries here. So I think I'll just grab that infrastructure here, because, you know, these are already 6 of them, so why should I reinvent the wheel when I'm perfectly able to just plop it down a second time. I think I will be creating it like that. Yeah, like that. I hope it'll work out, but I think it will. So, let's see. Okay, we have to connect the oil like this. So there comes oil, and I have to replace those power poles with the metal ones, because somehow I used wooden ones in this array. Why ever, however, I don't know, but I don't care. And now we just need to input water into that little system here, and I think we will be good. So, where did I pick up the water from? That was from here. So, let's see. I just hope I will be able to sustain the water with the amounts I got. That would be really cool. So here we go. Just like that. I hope it'll work. Just measuring with the eye here, and no, that's one spot off. So here we go. This is a lot faster than what I used to do back then. And I really, really enjoy that because of this. So now we're gonna need 10 of those. So we're just gonna continue with the existing infrastructure here. It's beautiful, you know. We're just able to do the same shtick there, but I have to work with faster belts at this point because we will need a lot more than this. Okay, so 10 refineries. I don't want to destroy the symmetry here too much. I really do like how it looks like. So... oh, that's not good. I didn't really pay attention there, so... well, nah. Well, let's not do it like that. I disagree with my first idea. Okay, so let's just do it like this. Let's see. That's more like it. Or, no, I can't connect them. Ah, it doesn't matter. No, I got it. Just realized that I'm overthinking this for no good reason at all. I had a mistake in my assumptions. So, still a lot of wooden power poles in between there, hey? Okay. So, let's see. This here is definitely not enough to sustain my hunger. We're gonna need a lot more than that. And therefore, I have to pluck up more coal than that. So how do we do that? Most of the time, my need for coal is way lower than that. So, well, I do have a plan. Simple, quick, and powerful solution. I really like this phase of the game because now I'm way more flexible in my choices, and a lot of things which literally took forever a while ago are now really quickly done, like plugging up a whole new area of coal, for example. Like, you will see how fast we're going to be done. And that's just, I'm still working with very basic tools here. We could work with way heavier with way heavier tools here already. I got really cool new miners available, which I never tried out so far. But for now, I'll be completely happy with this little monster here. Okay. Just realized I don't like the way it flows. We're gonna change that. Alright. Now, oh, look here. Some wild cliffs have appeared. My old enemies. Okay. So, what I'm gonna do here is very, very simple. I'll just plug in a warehouse in between these. And the warehouse will do the redistribution for me. It's a very simple process here. Where's the loader? There. And that's gonna be all I need. And let's give them power. This way I'll be way more flexible than with my original plan. Oh, come on, seriously? Oh, that's better. You know, that one time when I actually got some substations in my pocket, you know. Usually I don't. But I produced some while I was experimenting for my what's it called again? For my accumulator field. Let's call it like that. The accumulator meadow. And I noticed that on accumulator meadow, I encountered a new need, or I was just concepting around here with how I do it, and I wanted to try if substations would somehow work. The answer was I found no real good use for substations, but I mean those accumulator setups are basically like mandalas. I mean you can craft those for your own leisure. I personally like to come up with new patterns every time I do stuff like that. That's also a reason why I personally dislike the too heavy blueprinting policy too much. Look at that, the game automatically... No, okay, it doesn't. Oh, it's because the meteorite is not really obstructing anything. Okay. Spooky. But I think yeah, this automatic feature is now in the game. Oh man, I'm playing here on the unstable version. It's really cool. So we have to install it like that, and then Eureka! That's gonna be all the plastic we need. So part of the problem already solved. I'm not gonna pipe it out right now because I have no clue where I'll produce, or well, I should be taking a guess now. So, well, I think I'll just let the copper run up here. Yeah, let's do this. I like that. So I was originally considering to use tier 3 assemblers for this job, but then I was too lazy to create new tier 3 assemblers for the sake of it. I'm not there yet. I need too many items in large amounts, which I don't have right now. So let's see. This should be... Oh, that's so... Oh, that's so... Can't put it into words. Is all I need to say about this. What's in the pipe, dude? Water, okay. Ah, I was pressing Alt at some point. That's just so friggin' awesome. Can't put it into different words. After such a long time where it always broke your thought process to pick up the proper tools, oh, I will grow bad habits out of that. Okay, so we have the copper here, and now we need the steel too. So that's gonna be all it takes. I really notice how much faster everything works right now these days. Mostly because I just have way more infrastructure now, and we're just that more not structured. I'm just that much better equipped, I would say, at this point. Oh boy, this feature is so good. All it'll need now would be to be smart enough to pick actually a red underground belt if necessary. For yellow transport belts. Okay, we're out of yellow belts, but that doesn't matter too much. I pretty much got all the stuff I need already in my pocket here, so let's grab a few yellow belts during the pause. So, now we got this. The most complicated part about this whole facility will be to arrange it. To arrange the input flow of the materials. After that, I think the whole process will be pretty easy. So I really would like to avoid producing in this field, because somehow I feel like if I need more oil manufacturing, I would like to have this area here. I have this area down here too, but somehow, you know, I really like to reserve parts for certain things. So we're gonna let the input flow here and there. Well, looking decent to me, actually. So let's just hope I won't be killing myself with the uranium. Okay, good start. No uranium looted. So I don't think that 54 assemblers would fit in here, but I would like to try, you know, because it won't be hard to let the power grid go differently. I know I could use those large power masts by now, but I don't know why, but I really have a strong dislike towards the large power poles. I personally tend to do everything with medium and small power poles, maybe substations for the real big guns, but the large power pole is something I rarely use. It feels very tedious for me. I don't know why. I think it's my decisions are not, well, not really logical at this point, but heck do I know. Also, let's mold these together. Oh no. Come on, guys. Don't do this to me. Don't be like that. Oh man, train tracks are sometimes so annoying. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna fix that later. It's not important right now. It's just my private train track, and I don't really feel like fixing that right now. But what I do feel like is opening up this area, because I can't always let those train tracks run somewhere else. Okay, this looking good. This looking like an area which could actually facilitate 54 or house 54 assemblers. Okay, so let's see. We have clusters of 5 again, I'd say. So if I would want to do that like this, I would be needing 5 of those clusters. If I really want to clusterize like that. I don't think it's smart to do that, actually, now that I think about it. Rather, that's 10. No, wait a sec. 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Okay. So how many are those? 14? Did I just count it correct? Okay. So let's stick with that. I don't want to overload this situation, because that would be very unhealthy too. Feel like when you start with such big things like these, the trickiest part to me always seems to be the arrangement of the supplies and logistics behind it to make it work efficiently. Always making the most work, in my opinion. Okay. What's gonna be quite complicated about this one is we will need 2 separate input lines. 3 separate input lines, because I would need, well, I could go with the tier 3 belts at this point. This is the first array which actually would be where I feel like it would be not an overkill to go for the next tier of belts. First time, actually. Oh, I do like that new feature. Oh boy, so good. Alright. Now, that's that, and now let's take the copper. Okay, we're gonna be rolling just like here. Okay. I want the ingredients which are in a high need at the close belts, because this way we can pick them up faster, or, well, yeah, we can use fast inserters. Exactly. Okay, so let's configure the inserters. If I actually need fast inserters, I don't think so, but well. Okay, it's gonna be a very, very simple thing. I'm gonna avoid too much work here. So copper plates also need no extra. And red inserters for the output. Okay. This can be copied just like that. And this way. Getting the inserters are all done in one go. It's very, very comfortable. Okay. Now, sadly it doesn't work like this, but I heard the devs are working on a mirroring feature already. Can't wait for that. This would mean basically that I would be able to pick up a blueprint and mirror it exactly, and that would make stuff a lot easier. Let's just simplify it by saying it would make stuff a lot easier. So, talking about stuff and quite easy. So my plan is going to be a long... It's going to be a long thingy that just winds up and down. So we're going to be... You're going to see the bigger picture in a sec. But that's something I can't really do, you know. So, input, input, output, input. Okay. I mean, things are a lot easier nowadays with robots and such. Of course, but it's still quite a job. So what we're now able to do is to just copy pasta this beast, and we're gonna be able to, let's see, yeah, it works out just like I was hoping. So now what's happening is that I have the ability to double tap into these. And the next section will be a lot shorter. I hope it'll all work out though. So for the copper I need to take a little bit of a longer detour. But that shouldn't be any problem. See, the copper will just flow like that. And into this direction, of course. And now we're going to continue the other materials just like that. What's happening here? Yeah, that's going to work, I think. I like that. I really like what I did there. It's pretty compact, and we could basically also lengthen it endlessly. Oh no, I have to downgrade this. There's no reason in the world that this one is being made with red belts. Good, that's better. So we got 48 of these beasties, and it means we only need 6 more. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. There we go. And that's it. That's how we did it. All right. I'm not sure that I got all the inserters properly configured at this point. Oh, it's always the same. I would almost bet that I have forgotten something or wired something wrong. Because I almost always do it, you know. I know, I broke the symmetry of the production chain. Well, all you guys with OCDs now quickly look away. I'm really not willing to fix everything. I really think that whenever this happens to me, that I invest too much time in making things look symmetrical, it's time to take a break. Well, there's always the question, when is it, when are you taking too much time for this, you know? What is too much? Who can tell? So here we go. Almost done. But I'd say it's a beauty. Except for these guys not receiving their plastics because, just like I thought, wrong configurations. See? I won my bet against myself. I hope that this will be better once we get the option to mirror blueprints here. Well, I gotta say, I never expect from myself to actually finish these massive arrays in one go successfully, because it only makes you an unhappy man to expect that from yourself, you know. So instead, we're gonna be nice to ourselves and pipe that stuff through here. Go. Press that through a balancer. A splitter, I mean. Not a balancer, a splitter, and then that's just all it needs. Pretty sure we will be splitting up this product after all. Okay, but we did it. We got 54 units of low density structures now. Not bad, hey? So we'll only have to do this small construction here. So what I do plan, though, I'll prepare everything up until the assembly of the blue circuits before I do the next episode, because I think if I only do the blue circuit assembly and the smaller tech cards here, we're going to be finishing the yellow tech cards in the next episode. I really want to record as much as possible from this process, but everything towards crafting red circuits is nothing new. We've already seen that a lot. It's going to be quite an adventure to craft this. I mean, we have to assemble 36 copper cables per second. That's on its own a little bit of a challenge, but I think it's gonna be entertaining enough to just show you guys here. That's how I did it, and that's how everything went. So let's check what happens here. This is looking not good. Ah, this is because we only have half the amount of oil in our circuits here. So fixing a little bit of this and that here. Okay, here we go. Now it's making more sense. That's why they weren't able to produce enough plastic after a very short amount of time. So, let's see. But I think if everybody has their materials, they have materials, everything will work out fine. Okay. So, we're going to be back next episode with more fun around those tech cards. So, like I said, expect me to fix these thingies up before the next episode. And then we're going to plug in the yellow tech cards. And then, after that, off to space it is. Can't wait for it, but we have to do a few things on this planet first. So drop me comments down below, leave a like, leave a subscribe. You know how it works. I'm super happy if you help me out, and I hope you have a great day, and see you soon. Bye bye.